Can you imagine taking 5 or even 6 figures a month out of your policy without any income taxes due? This is altogether different from what IRAs and 401ks have to do, which of course will be taxed to high heaven when you enter into retirement and when this nation finally has to pay the piper for all of its deficit spending. Now, many people think that all whole life insurance is created equal. And not just the pundits and financial infotainers spouting lies about this strategy from their perch. Many people think that all whole life insurance is high commission and zero cash value. I'm not sure what else to say except, who taught you to believe that? Ask a barber if you need a haircut. I bet you already know what his answer will be. If you ask a financial advisor who's paid a huge commission to invest your money in the stock market, if you should take that money away from his investment management and put it into a slick, streamlined life insurance policy, I bet you already know what his answer will be too. The way Bank on Yourself policies are designed cuts the commissions by 50 to 70%, and it puts the majority of the contributions you're making into a special option or rider called a paid-up additions rider, which pays almost no commissions to the agent designing it this way. The agent or a financial advisor truly has to be working in your best interest in order to design the policies properly. And very, very few insurance agents are even aware of this strategy, that it exists, much less knows how to design it well. So what's the biggest catch with all this? Usually the biggest catch is in how the policy was designed. It can be ruined with poor design or poor management by the insurance agent who designed it for you. Think of it kind of like an airplane. Airplanes are amazing when they're designed well and when they're flown well, but if you have the wrong pilot or the wrong engineering inside, we've got problems. You might see cash value grow much more slowly, more commissions going to the agent than is necessary, or you might lose all the tax advantages of life insurance, or a combination of all of the above. That's why it's crucial to work with a Bank on Yourself professional who's been authorized and certified by the Bank on Yourself authorization program. There's other knockoff brands out there talking about this strategy, using words like infinite and multiplier and lots more. None of them have any sort of certification or verification behind their claims. It only takes a few weeks to go through a life insurance state exam to get your life insurance license. And most of the brand names on YouTube are really nothing more than gimmicky marketing schemes with someone with a life insurance license behind it. There's no other ongoing certification program or quality control in the industry other than Bank on Yourself professionals. So I have to hold myself to their standard and keep myself in good standing with them in order for me to represent their brand in the marketplace today. Much like becoming a certified financial planner, I'm held to a higher standard with Bank on Yourself than I would be if I was just an independent insurance agent out there selling life insurance. I'm sure you wouldn't work with an accountant who wasn't a CPA to file your taxes. You probably wouldn't want to work with an attorney who didn't pass the bar exam. Similarly, you want to work with a Bank on Yourself professional, as it's the only certification in this part of the financial universe that'll ensure that you know that you're getting what you think you're buying when you get into one of these policies. So whether you work with me or not, make sure you're working with a certified Bank on Yourself professional who's in good standing with the organization, and you'll be in great shape. So as we wrap this up, let's talk about a few questions you might want to pursue. Number one, what percentage of your personal portfolio is currently tied up in your business? Consider diversifying your investments and whether or not all of your wealth being concentrated in your business might be extremely risky. Next, review your business's financial statements. You might be able to calculate your debt to EBITDA ratio. Is it within a healthy range? If not, what steps can you take to reduce this ratio? Third, have you considered alternative financing methods? Banks aren't always ready to lend. In fact, they seem to want to lend you money when you don't need it and take it away from you right when you need it the most. Instead, let's list out 3 other sources of capital you could explore instead of traditional bank loans, and don't forget the Bank on Yourself strategy. Next, identify one business function you currently outsource that you could bring in-house and increase your profits. What would be the financial and operational implications of bringing something like that in-house? Finally, if you were to consider using whole life insurance as a business financing tool, what would be your first steps? My first advice would be to contact a bank on yourself professional and start filling out a preliminary financial analysis. Guys, you can do that at my website, which is notyouraverageFinancialPodcast.com, clicking on the button that says Request a Meeting. There you can just mention that you'd like to discuss your business or any other financial goals and concerns you have. Again, that's notyouraverageFinancialPodcast.com. Click on Request a Meeting in the website form there, and you'll be put on our calendar for a conversation right away.